You look at those traffic pictures in the snow and you think, I just want to get out of here. I just want to be able to go on a vacation. And so many people thrive for that. They wish for that. But it doesn't always seem like it's in their reach, especially when it comes to their finances. And joining us, Transat Holidays personal finance expert, Rubina Ahmed-Haq. Great to have you here on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
And essentially, this is on people's wish lists, but it can be possible, but it has to be done the right way.
I think so, and I think a lot of people will say, I can never afford to go on holiday, or I can never get enough money together to actually get away somewhere. But if you actually make it part of your household budget, so when you're doing, you're budgeting out for groceries, for taxes, for anything else that, your life requires money for, put a line in there for your holidays and just say, I'm going to be putting a little bit of money away every single month until it grows to a substantial amount, and then you have that money to go away. So I really say, if you put that money away, then you've got enough to go on a holiday.
Do you need to be realistic in terms of what kind of holiday you're going on, or how much time it's going to take for you to get that bulk money together before you can go?
Well, I always recommend to start saving 3 to 7% of your income. So every 2 weeks, whatever you're making, about 3%, depending on how much room you have, a little bit more if you can afford more. So, of course, if you're making more money, you might be able to afford a bigger holiday, or you might just have to wait, a couple months longer, maybe 6 months longer. It's really about having that money set aside rather than putting it on the credit card, going on holiday, and then stressing about the fact that you have this bill coming later. So, any type of holiday is possible as long as you plan for it.
There's also wonderful opportunities and packages that are involved, because as you mentioned, you could be going on these holidays and then find that you're taking out your credit card, taking out cash. There's lots of little pluses, and that there are ways to be able to kind of include it all before you even head out the door.
Well, Transat Holidays has a great service for everyone, which is called a luxury collection, and it's everything included. So if you have spent months and months saving, and you've spent you're spending your hard-earned money, you really want to make sure you're getting the best value. So these luxury collection packages give you the upgraded flight, the upgraded hotel, just those little perks like champagne on the flight, things that make you feel like you're on holiday, things that make you feel like it's a luxury holiday. And I think that if you plan for it ahead and buy those packages, you're actually going to save money rather than trying to get there and buy everything separately. And the one thing I always warn is that you never know what you're getting too, because when you're buying here in Canada before you go, you know that you're going to get a good quality trip, a good quality package. But when you go there and sometimes you pay cash for something, you don't really know what the excursion is going to be. You don't really know what you're going to get. So it's better to pay it from here in that package rather than trying to save money to pay for it while you're on holiday.
Now, when you talk about these luxury, and you say the word luxury, and then already people are like, okay, that's out of my reach. You add a word like that, and then people they get scared. But they break them down, and it's available for those that are looking for that high end or a family trip. They're all broken down.
I always recommend go to Transat Holidays. There is something for everyone. So a luxury doesn't mean a lot of money. A luxury just means that you're pampered, you're treated better, you are given those extras that everybody deserves. We work really hard. You were just mentioning those pictures we saw on people driving to work in the snow. Everyone deserves to get away. And I think, it depends on what your budget is. Maybe a different type of hotel suits your needs. I mean, really, it's about having that money and knowing what your budget is and picking the package that works for you. And if you make it part of your savings, we did a survey that shows that if you actually save for your holiday, most people who save are able to afford to go on holiday. Most people who don't, less people are can afford to go on holiday.
When you sit down with your clients as a personal finance expert, do you find that that's one of the things that they most wish that they could do, or have had trouble saving for, or have felt guilty later having gone on a trip and then are still paying it off?
I think the big thing is that people who are struggling with their finances, and then they want to be like everybody else, right? They want to be able to go on holiday like everybody else. So they'll do that, last minute travel, they'll put it on their credit card, and then they are in the whole X amount of money when they get back, when they already had financial problems before they left. So it's all about planning. I mean, we plan to buy a car, we plan to buy a house, all of these big ticket items. You wouldn't just go into a dealership and purchase a car. You would put some money aside every month. You would make it part of your budget. It's the same kind of idea. And I always say, we save for our retirement. When we retire, we're going to travel and do all these amazing things. We spend our working years thinking about all these great things we're going to do. Think of your holiday like that mini retirement every year. You work so hard. You deserve a holiday, but you deserve also to have a holiday that you can afford. And the best way to do it is to save for it.
I like that. We get a little mini retirement every year.
I think so. know.
I think
that's
where you
see
work
it.
hard, you can if you could change your attitude a little bit like that, because you're looking so far in the future for saving. So thank you very much for those tips. You can find out more information as well at transatholidays.com.